In this video, 5 fragrances to elevate your style, to give you that something else that you're looking for. If you want a fragrance to really give you that special something to make you stand out from the crowd, guys, I've got 5 incredible fragrances to share with you in this video. So stick around, they're coming up right now. Welcome back to another video. Max Forti here. If you do love to make a great and lasting impression, you came to the right place. Smelling good is a great way to start, and smell good you will with these 5 fragrances, as they are the best fragrance discoveries I made in the month of May of 2025. Of course, every month you get a top 5. At the end of the year, you get a best discoveries of the year, as well as the best releases, which I share with you guys here with my unboxing first impression video. So without any further ado, guys, let me put you into 5 incredible fragrances I discovered in the month of May. This is early June, of course, so this is the time where I share with you the fragrances that really stood out the prior month. So kicking off the list here, we're going to give you guys a fragrance that is going to be a boozy gourmand tropical fragrance of sorts. This, of course, from 𝗥𝗿𝗄. This is a fragrance brand from St. Barth, and this is going to be Pieds Nus, which in French translated into English means barefoot, bare feet. So if you're on the beach, you're having a good time, you've got a tropical drink in your hands, this is this fragrance, ladies and gents. And I've been wearing this a lot. Amazing sprayers, by the way. This is a really cool brand, a very nice artisan niche brand that I shared with you guys a few months before. The fragrance I talked to you guys about is actually behind me here, which was like one of the best discoveries I made. This is going to be Me Gustas, which is basically, I don't know if I shared with you last year or early this year, but it's a fragrance that I discovered from this brand that I love because it reminds me of Dior Vetiver from La Collection Privée, which is long discontinued, hard to find. So this is an incredible fragrance nevertheless, but we're talking about Pieds Nus today, which is of course barefoot. And this again is going to be a tropical, boozy, fruity kind of a drink. Think about all the tropical fruits you can think of, you know, guava, mangoes, coconut water, coconut meat. This is incredible, guys. Very, very nice, very tropical, very in right now. Tropical fragrances are very in. So this one here, if you love a tropical boozy style scent, this is definitely something to consider checking out. I think for playful situations, fun date nights, for the summertime, it's gonna be a great one. And again, you could potentially wear this all year round, but I potentially think this is a better fragrance suited for spring and summer, especially for summer fun, hanging out with friends, beach parties, you know, that type of stuff. Really good stuff. Nevertheless, it's got a little coconut tree here, the palm tree. Really nice, incredible. One of my best discoveries of the year, and definitely the best one for the month of May. Right now it's summertime, so perfectly for something like this. Next up, from the house of Testament London. It's been a minute since I spoke about this brand. I believe last year was the last time I talked about this brand. And this is going to be Testament London's Sin Poetry. Now, if you, like myself, enjoy a good vetiver-based scent, a good earthy and smoky type of scent, you are going to love this particular fragrance because it has amazing sprayers. You can control it, amazing atomizer, beautiful looking bottle, matte finish, really craftsmanship at its finest. And Testament London Sin Poetry is going to be this really nice dried woods vetiver, slightly spicy, very aromatic, definitely earthy and smoky. Tons of vetiver here. In fact, you have cypress, vetiver, musk, incense. It's quite a nice scent, but it's a little bit sweet and fruity as well, which really kind of you know, controls and balances the composition, so it's not overly smoky, overly earthy. I know vetiver can be a trying note. I love vetiver. This to me is an incredible fragrance, very wearable, very sophisticated. To me, it smells like old money. Smells very elevated, very sophisticated, classy, elegant. It's like this, you know, old world refinement meets modern. Absolutely fantastic fragrance, guys. If you love them, unique, exotic, you know, woody and spicy, Sin Poetry is definitely going to give you what you're looking for. Definitely check this one out if you like a very classy, gentlemanly, old school meets modern kind of a fragrance. This is where it's at. Absolute thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Incredible stuff here. Sin Poetry. So this one here, the, you know, second mention or the 4th spot, if you will, on the countdown here, the best discoveries of the month of May. Amazing stuff. Next up, we have a fragrance from Pantheon Roma. This is a fragrance brand that I talked about many times here on the channel, Raffaello, which to me it smells like a Raffaello Ferrero Rocher, kind of a candy, that coconut, toasted hazelnuts. This one here is my latest discovery from the brand. This is their latest release from the house of Pantheon Roma. This is simply called O. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a composition by none other than Chris Carbonell. Amazing blast here. This is going to be, one word to describe it, delicious. This is going to be a cherry bomb. If you do love cherry-based scents, you're gonna love this one, but it's not your ordinary cheap cherry smelling kind of a fragrance. Rather, this is going to be a rosé champagne kind of an opening here, which is very sparkly, very bubbly, very effervescent, with a gorgeous cherry liqueur, kind of a fusion. There's a tequila vibe as well, so it's boozy to the max, no pun intended. Slightly fruity with that sherry note, which is absolutely incredible. That sweet sherry, along with a black cherry note, so it's quite sherry, forward. Amazing woody components, slightly floral jasmine and also rose are also present here, which gives this a really nice floral undertone, giving some extra dimension, balance, and texture to the composition. But I absolutely love that champagne, tequila, and cherry combination here. This is one of my favorite cherry fragrances of all time because it's not an obnoxiously, overly, sweet and syrupy, sickly type of a cherry fragrance, more of the same, teenagey kind of a cherry. This, in fact, it's a very elevated, high-end smelling cherry type scent. If you're looking for a great elevated and great cherry fragrance to rock and you're just sick of more of the same, definitely check this one out. Come back here and thank me later. This is going to be the best cherry fragrance you've ever smelled. I'm telling you, come back here and thank me later. Before I reveal the best top 2 discoveries I made in the month of May of 2025, I want to share with you that you can find all the fragrances mentioned here in this video and thousands, literally thousands to choose from at maxaroma.com. You can use my codes, all listed below, to make your life easier from a fragrance lover to another. So check it out. Details below if you want to pick up anything that you see here in this video that you're interested in. And of course, thousands to choose from, anything you want from designers to niche at maxaroma.com. One of the best places, if not the best, US-based fragrance one-stop all for you guys to indulge in your passion just like myself. Now, the second to last year is going to be a limited edition of sorts from the house of 𝗏. This is going to be Royal Blue, and as you can see, the fragrance is actually numbered. This one here is 1376 out of 2,000. There's only 2,000 of these fragrances in the market, so I'm not sure if this is still available. I think the time I'm shooting this video, I think it's still available as I looked briefly on the website. So pick it up if you will. If you like what you hear, you can always try it before you buy it at perfume.com. Of course, all details listed below as always. But 𝗏 Royal Blue, amazing sprayers, by the way. These are hand-picked, guys, hand-selected by yours truly. So these are absolutely the best of the best from each month. And I try hundreds, dozens to hundreds each month. So Royal Blue is an incredible blue fragrance with a very nice dark woody undertone. So it's going to have these aldehydic / blue kind of components. Picture Bleu de Chanel Parfum, for example, which is a very blue, ozonic, but slightly aromatic and green. So you're gonna have that kind of a feel here, along with dark woods and oud in the base. So it's like a blue fragrance goes dark. Quite incredible, like Bleu de Chanel Oud, for example. That's how I would describe this. This is easy to wear. This is very aromatic, very stylish, very high-end, very exotic smelling. The blue components here, the aromatic, slightly ozonic kind of a feel that you get here, like you get with Bleu de Chanel, for example, are enhanced by these dark woods, including the note of oud. This is an absolute stunning fragrance. I can't believe, Chanel hasn't really actually released a Bleu Oud, kind of a fragrance, because this is exactly what I would envision the fragrance Bleu de Chanel Bleu Oud smelling like, just like this. Royal Blue is incredible, guys. Very aromatic, very inviting, great for compliments. It's gonna give you that special feeling. It's gonna make you feel like $1,000,000. It smells amazing. There's nothing you're not gonna like here. It checks all the boxes, guys. This is amazing for dress-up situations, elevated, stylish kind of occasions and meetings when you really want to put your best foot forward. And again, this is said to be a limited edition. This is, again, 1376 out of 2,000. Comes in a beautiful lacquer box. And if this is, in fact, a limited edition, I am actually going to pick up another bottle because I love the combination of the blue, aromatic, ozonic, kind of a scent profile meets these dark woods, including the oud that is present here, which is quite incredible and just it'll elevate your style for sure in 2025. Now, last but not least, speaking of elevating, there's a company now called Roll It, which is under the Game of Spade kind of a company, but this is going to be their niche offering. This is going to be their niche collection called Roll It, and Roll It is absolutely incredible. This one here, guys, is going to be Roll It #1, which is their first release within this collection. It's got a little roulette here. The caps are magnetic. These are very hefty bottles, very well comprised. The sprayers are absolutely amazing. Gives you a nice, broad mist. And this one here smells absolutely insane, guys. In fact, this is going to be my scent of the day today. This is just amazing. This is going to be just like the Royal Blue that I talked about before, a very aromatic citrus. You have this Mediterranean fruits up top, but then it's enhanced by woods, vetiver, oud, some smoky accords, definitely sweet, definitely woody, and definitely spicy. Very, very exotic, kind of exotic woods, exotic kind of a scent profile, Mediterranean, but it's not going to be fleeting, even though it's got these citrus aromatic components, which tend to be fleeting. It has a lot of body in this fragrance, and the compliment factor to this with this fragrance is through the roof, guys. In fact, I've wore this a lot in the month of May, and the number of compliments I've gotten with this fragrance is just absolutely insane. If you like compliments and you want to smell elevated, you want to smell like no one else, try Roll It #1, guys. This, like I said before, one of the best discoveries I made this year. It smells absolutely incredible. Citrus, fruity, aromatic, spicy, woody, with a touch of oud and dark woods. Just like Royal Blue, this is a little bit brighter in the beginning in the account of those Mediterranean citrus fruits, but they're both incredible. So if you guys know my taste, you know that I push into real good stuff, and this one here is definitely one of the best discoveries I made in the year of 2025. All of these are incredible, amazing. Again, you can check them out if you want at maxroom.com. All details below, including the links. And of course, you want to try them before you buy them, you can try them at perfume.com. They'll be available there with my code MAX15. And everything and anything you need to know about this video and these fragrances will be listed in the description of this video to make your life easier. As always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you do appreciate the video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for more, and hit the bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. And as always, I will see you right back here with another video very soon. Take care.